Hi, I'm Sheri. This is my daughter Hannah, her best friend Monica, and Monica's mom Jo. We ditched our Sydney winter for a USA road trip through 8 states during a heatwave before competing in the Ninja Warrior World Championships in Anaheim. In this episode, we visit Carlsbad National Park and drive to San Antonio. Cleaning out the cooler. I don't know why Traveler's Autobahn doesn't get coolers that have the little spigot things that you can let the water out. It's a pain in the butt. We have to take everything out, and there was heaps of water. Some of our things are ruined. Invest in good coolers, Traveler's Autobahn. We've got the girls asleep in the back on our way to Carlsbad Caverns National Parks. We just finished Guadalupe Mountain. We didn't really do much there because we don't have a lot of time today, but last night Hannah and I went for a run on the trail, as you saw, with the deer, and it was really nice. But Guadalupe National Park doesn't have a scenic drive. It's lots of hiking and things like that. So, and it's got Texas' highest point in there, so you can actually hike up to the top of that mountain, which I believe is Guadalupe Mountain. So just keep that in mind if you come here, but it is beautiful. Looks like it's raining over there. Hopefully we won't get rained on today. But as you can see, the clouds just look like they're letting go some moisture.
He just carried something off the road. Oh, and he dropped it. I think it was a snake.
Oh.
That bird just picked up.
Raining over there too. I don't know if you can see it, but there are raindrops on the windshield. So we were right, it's raining. But we only got a few little drops, but it looks like up ahead it's raining a bit more. And this is the first rain we've had all trip. Hopefully we don't get any cyclones like they just had in Texas. We might have to alter our plans a little bit because we were going to go to Houston, but there was a cyclone. And I don't know if the roads are going to be open and if they have power. My brother said that he doesn't have any power. So we'll see how we go. Carlsbad Caverns National Park. This camper is so much wider than the wheels, and the wheels look so small, and he's really tall. He looks like he's going to topple over. It's just one of those campers inside the back of a truck bed, so like you put it on. We don't really have many of those in Australia, do we?
Not many.
A few, but you hardly ever see them, whereas here you see them a lot. But look at him, he's everywhere. Carlsbad Caverns National Park and Guadalupe National Park are next door, and from the signs at Guadalupe National Park, we found out that they used to be in the ocean. So they used to be at least Guadalupe used to be a reef, and it has a really high concentration of fossils. This one apparently has caverns, so we'll find out about that in the visitor center. Look at that rain. Wow. I'm glad we brought our raincoats. We weren't going to bring them. We're going to check out the license plates and see if there's any new ones. Hannah, how many do you have now?
31.
They have about 31. Oh, Illinois. Do you have Illinois? Iowa? Michigan. Do you have Michigan? That's a cool license plate number. New Mexico. I think we have that one. Tennessee.
Yeah.
Here's another Tennessee. What's this one? Iowa. Okay, and then we've got Texas. Just in this parking lot, they've added 4 license plates to their total. So now we are at 35-ish. Obviously, we're not going to get Hawaii because, you know, there's an ocean. Well, we could still get Alaska. People could drive down, but Alaska would be very rare, so we're hoping to see Alaska this time. We're in the lift going down to a cavern, and that's really far down. I think my ears are popping.
325. How do we have a...
Wow, we're going really far underground. Once you get out of the lift to go to the cavern, there's this sign. This is actually the door that you need to go through to get to the cavern, but it says exit, so it's really confusing. So you're like, do I go this way? Or do I go through the door that doesn't say exit? But no, this is the door that you exit the cavern from, and this is the door that you enter the cavern to. There's definitely a funk down here though. There's not a funk in the cavern, but like in the rooms, there's a funk. It smells like mildew. It smells musty. Like if you have a basement with damp rising, that's what it smells like. Until you go out into the cavern, and then it just smells like a cavern.
It's like damp.
Yeah, it smells like damp.
It smells like Hannah's wardrobe. I'm joking.
Look at this. We've got the caves here. Caverns. What's the difference between a cave and a cavern? I'm not sure.
And it's a cavern.
Cavern.
Is it a cavern?
A cavern. I'd say cavern, but I don't know what Australians say.
Well, she said it differently to how we were saying it.
Okay, we are there. It's very cold down here, and you have to be a bit quiet. They said that it echoes, but how cool is that? Look at this ceiling stuff. Oh, there's water. I should look where I'm going. I'm going to be the one that falls over and breaks the camera because I'm not watching. Wow, look at that. This is pretty amazing. I'm a little bit afraid that they're going to fall off and like impale me. Don't touch it. It's not funny. You ruin it.
Monica's fat.
They're just being silly now. They didn't actually do those things, guys.
They're in the back of the video.
There's just so many different areas. It's so cool.
That's why you got to stick to the path.
Oh, Monica's gonna have to duck. Hannah has like a foot above her head. I don't think I'm gonna have to duck. Let's see.
Look how big this room is.
Nope, I can walk right under it. Shorties. Wow, look at this. This is massive. What happens if this collapses though? Then we just die.
That's what happens.
That's kind of scary. And these things on the ceiling. I can't remember if it's stalactites or stalagmites on the ceiling, or maybe it's different in a cavern, I don't know. But I am a little bit afraid that they're gonna break off and just like land on my head. This is really cool though. I can see why people have wine cellars, because down here it's very cold. Mind you, we're like 700 feet below.
This is
Crazy. It is crazy though, look at it. Okay, and we have realized now that these stalactites are the ones at the top and the stalagmites are the ones at the bottom. Hannah remembered because there is a ninja obstacle called stalactites, and they're the ones that you hang off of. So, there you go. Hannah almost fell off the side. She's a bit special.
I just like that, and then
She tripped on her Crocs and almost took a tumble. Yeah, you don't want to get impaled on a stalagmite. Oh, that would be bad. Can you imagine? We can either continue going onto the big room or take the shortcut, and we have over a 7-hour drive, so we're going to take the shortcut because today we are going to go and see my nephew and his mom and his grandma, and that's a ways away. And tomorrow we're going to Six Flags. Who's excited for Six Flags?
me! You know that thing that's like... No, say, who wants to go to the Four Seasons Orlando? You said that.
What?
Say, who wants to go to the Four Seasons Orlando? Me!
I don't know what that is, but okay.
Like, I'm just child.
We have a national parks pass because, as you've noticed, we've been going to a lot of national parks. So each national park has been about $25 to $30 US to get into. So we got a national parks pass for $95, and that actually got us into these caves as well. And other people had to pay $15 a person to go on this self-guided tour. But it was included in our national parks pass. So highly recommend you get one if you're going to a few parks. It kind of looks like one of those dogs that look like they have dreadlocks. It looks like the bottom of one of those too. Just kind of want to pat it. But you're not allowed, don't touch.
Guys, Monica, so there was a couple here, an old couple that was taking photos of each other and together of like the background. Anyway, so we waited here because we're not going to like walk through their photo. Anyways, and then there was this other big group of family. Oh yeah, and then we were like, no, you take your photos, it's fine, like we'll wait. Anyways, there was this other big group with like grandparents, mum, dad,
I'm lost.
kid. Yeah.
And they just
walked straight through. Anyways, and then Jo came over here and Monica was saying what happened.
after you.
And because it
I'm like,
woof woof. Anyways, and because it echoes in here, like they could all hear the conversation, and she paused and goes, "It's so pretty in here." I said, "Yeah, so it's really pretty."
because he turned back.
But he kept looking back.
Bye. And the guy also told us before we came down here that he said, make sure that you use the toilet. If you have to go to the bathroom, there's a toilet down here. And then I was like, do people actually go to the toilet like on the path down here? And he said, on a daily basis. I didn't ask if it was poo or pee, but he said he has to hand clean up after anything that's left down here, or if anyone spits, if anyone poos or pees. Why would you poo or pee on the path down here? Like, what? And you're not allowed to eat down here because it ruins things. So why would people do that if they're told not to? There's people around everywhere. How would you even poo or pee without anyone seeing, and why? Why would you do that? If you've done that, comment below and tell us why.
Do I look nice?
You've got a double tail.
I can't.
We are driving from Carlsbad National Park to San Antonio, and there's just all these oil rigs. I don't know what you call them. Are they oil rigs if they're on land or just if they're at the sea? I don't know, but anyway, there's all this oil drilling wherever you look. There's heaps that way. There's some that way. There's one there. You can maybe see the fire. They're everywhere, so this must be oil country. We're still in New Mexico, but we're about to go into Texas. Here's one. Maybe we can see this one a bit close.
Why is it on fire? Because if it's an oil rig, it's got something to do with they're taking oil out and they've got to burn off some gases or something. This is an American wreck.
Oh dear, someone got in a smash. Was that the police car?
This car.
That was the police car.
Someone hit a police car.
Yeah. We're in Fort Stockton, Texas, and we're gonna get a photo with the big Roadrunner. What is it? The big Roadrunner? Or they called it something, a giant Roadrunner or something? Giant Roadrunner. Okay, here he is. Let's get closer. And then we can get Jo for size. All right, Jo. Let's see how big this guy is. If he was running at me, I would be scared, that's for sure. He's pretty massive. And some patriotic flowers.
Got free water.
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 I can tell people this is a large community.
Did you get, oh, they got some water. We're just at Love's
Loves
oh.
you.
Our battery light was on, so we pulled over to see, just turn it off for a while, see if the battery light would turn off, because otherwise, according to the service book, or the owner's manual, it says we need to go and get a service straight away, which would be really bad because we're on time constraints here, but we'll see. And we pulled over. We're just making some coffee and tea, and we'll see how it goes.
Cavern means? Yeah.
Success. Lights off. We are about an hour out of San Antonio, and our battery light came on again. So we called customer assistance, and they said it could be the alternator and it could go at any minute. Or it could be the belt. I don't know what kind of belt, but some kind of belt. And it like expanded and it's nothing to worry about. Or it could be the battery. We don't know. So, but it's 7:24 p.m. So nothing's going to be open. So I guess we're going to have to try and get to San Antonio and see what happens tomorrow. Maybe it won't turn on tomorrow. Maybe we'll have to take it to be looked at. I don't know. But we want to ride roller coasters, so it's very annoying.
Let's try 6 Flags.
And that's your update.
This is the second.
The van just died at an intersection, and then Joe somehow got it started again. So we think it probably maybe is the alternator. Oh no, it's gonna.
The battery light's gone.
The battery light's gone now, but it literally died.
I think we've got a poltergeist.
And now we are like 3 minutes from where we need to go, and we're just everything is crossed.
Come on, Chancy Nancy.
We named the van Chancy Nancy. So cross your fingers for us. Hannah was just making faces into this phone. I'm not sure why. Now they're making animal noises. I'm not sure why. And then,
You did something.
teenagers are weird. Go guys, there's people behind us. See, look at all of those big spikes. If one of those fell right now, we'd just basically be dead. I think these girls are delirious.
Is it the cave air?
Is it cave air, or is it just that they're special?
What's the altitude?
It's the negative altitude.
Yeah, the negative, because we went below. It's the cold. What's the cold? Affecting you too.
Maybe it's the hot chocolate. They had Lucky Charms hot chocolate this morning, and now they're feral.
I think it's just me.
They're just feral.
Why is it Lisa or vape? You're not allowed
That's
to walk
true.
ahead.
She said, unless you can't hear them. I don't know if you can hear them, but she just said, at least I don't vape.
What did
Yeah.
you say?
Who sneaks out of the house?
At least I'm not getting pregnant.
Yeah, they're
Oh my God.
There's a girl who's 14 and got pregnant, but I can't name drop because it's on YouTube. Guys, I'm